And with that, we are set to go with our main event of the evening. And what an interesting matchup this should be. Hurd will be the aggressor. He says he's got to win the early rounds because he wants to make Lara fight late in the fight. As to Lara, as Jimmy Lennon Jr. pointed out, he is the longest reigning junior middleweight champion. He wants to break the record of Giancarlo Rossi of 11 title defenses. This is number 7, and here we go.
Barry, that's my boy. No, Gianfranco Rossi. Yeah.
I remember him well. You and I did a bunch of his fights, did we not?
Yes, we
Back in the day. You know, Hurd averages 62 punches a round, and Lara averages 41. But fighters like Lara end up making fighters less volume punchers. We'll see if he does that to Hurd.
Yep. And then it's really mainly sharp counter punching.
That is not a knockdown.
Mainly sharp counter punching and ability to control range and distance, and that's Lara's specialty.
Yeah, as we said earlier, Lara's a guy, he doesn't really care much about style points. He wants to win a fight, and he's really a professional. Double left hand.
You know, Jarrett Hurd, honestly, he has defensive issues, and you can hit him. And sometimes it's a kind of an aphrodisiac. You want to keep hitting him so you stay in the pocket too long. That's what happened to Tony Harrison. That's what happened to Austin Trout. Lara is more disciplined than that. But you see there, he can land punches. But here's what you can't do against Jarrett Hurd. It's hard to knock him out, and it's hard to keep him behind.
Those are some pretty good left hands, though, and they got him going backwards.
And I tell you, Lara even followed up with that combination. You usually don't see that from Lara. You know, he's touching and moving, and you keep the pressure on him. But I think he's trying to establish to Hurd that he doesn't want to be pressured like that all night. So let's see if Hurd can maintain it.
And you know what? That was all great, and you're all 100% correct. But I will go back to the Tony Harrison-Austin Trout fight. You know, you got to do a lot to discourage this guy. And they were whacking him around the whole fight. But we'll see.
I think it's a real big key is how hard Lara has to work to get these early rounds. If he has to work too hard, the late rounds could be a bit of suffering. Another good jab by Lara.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
That's what I thought the problem with Harrison and Trout ran into was they worked too hard to win the early rounds.
Yeah, I agree.
And credit to Hurd for forcing that.
Yes.
And then they kind of ran out of gas, and Hurd's pressure was consistent.
I thought Austin Trout's comments, and Austin Trout thought both these guys. He said about Lara, he said he's all left hand. His right hand is just a decoy. He has thrown 1 or 2 right hands here, but that's a pretty accurate statement so far.
Yeah, he's like what I like to call an old school left southpaw. You know, the old school southpaws, they didn't have much of a right hook or whatnot. You see these new school southpaws like Pacquiao, like Devin Alexander, guys like that, even others, you know, that they kind of use the right hook as well.
Very effective first round here for Lara.
Hurd's not throwing a left hook there. He should be, and there it is.
Counter left hand from Lara. Really good first round by Erislandy Lara. Now let's talk about the keys to victory.
We will take a look at what these fighters need to do to be effective. We'll start with Erislandy Lara. Staying off the ropes is important. He did that for the most part in round number 1. And combination punching, we did see that from him in that first round, and he was very, very effective at it. Don't celebrate early. You cannot think you've gotten Jarrett Hurd beat by beating him over the course of rounds. He'll come back. And for Hurd, cut off the ring. He was able to do that in the second part of the round. This he did not try once in that first round, and he was in position to do it. Did not try the double left hook. He needs to throw that. And the uppercut is a very big punch for him, and it can land against Lara.
Round number 2.
Jarrett Hurd is a notoriously slow starter, and we saw evidence of that there. But, you know, he's cutting the distance on Lara pretty easily. He just hasn't been able to land yet.
Right hand from Lara, and that's not a knockdown either. Quick left hand. hand for the first time. Hurd can unload, but Lara covers up very well. Nothing getting there. The right hand did get there a little bit.
But it's something a little different from Lara than usual. He's getting in the high glove guard and he's holding his ground.
Yeah, very odd. Now there's that left hook downstairs by Hurd.
And I'll tell you what that's from. I don't think he wants to let Hurd get too comfortable bringing the pressure and keep him walking back and getting into that comfortable momentum.
Let's jump away for a moment. Go to Jim Gray, who's got a report on Caleb Truax and James DeGale. Jim, what do you got?
Barry, a very unique situation here. In fact, I've never heard of this, but Tom Brown, one of the promoters of tonight's fight, said both James DeGale and Caleb Truax shared the same ambulance going to University Medical Center to get checked out.
Wow. When was the last time you saw that?
I hope there were no headbutts during that ride.
Hurd, meantime, a wild right hand.
This is interesting. This is unlike what we see from Erislandy Lara. This is a whole different kind of fight. He's on the inside. We're having two fighters, you know, working on the inside like this. And question is, can this be effective for Lara for the whole fight? We'll find out.
Pretty effective right now. He had a right hand lead there and then came with a left uppercut. Another good left hand. He's been very sharp.
And Hurd doesn't mind this.
No, he doesn't care.
Hurd wants Lara to overwork so that late he gets tired just like the other opponents do.
Jarrett Hurd doesn't wake up till the fourth round. And then you know, unless he gets hurt, this will be fine for Erislandy Lara for about 3 or 4 rounds.
And from Lara's perspective, he's doing this so Hurd doesn't get too comfortable coming forward.
Absolutely.
So it's both guys have a reason, and both guys can be happy with this kind of fight.
You're 100% correct.
We'll see who gets the better results later.
So far, though, it is Lara, and that was a good shot. Got Lara going backward. Might have stepped on her foot.
There's that uppercut from Hurd.
Another good right hand from Hurd. Lara backs up. That brings the crowd to its feet. It's a very pro-Hurd crowd. Remember, this is a unification bout for the IBF and the WBA. Super welterweight, 154-pound title. And here are the other champions, Jermell Charlo, and that's the guy that Erislandy Lara indicates he would like to have.
Yeah, and Hurd too, and we will be seeing Jermell Charlo on our air coming up, so he's going to get a chance to show his wares again, and my gosh, he's been very impressive in his recent fights. I mean, extremely impressive.
And there he is, picking up the vibe from Earl Spence.
That's like a boxing rap dance.
Yeah. You don't have to move a whole lot. So when you get close, get out. Okay? Grab him. All right, let's go. I need that jab, bitch. All right, let's go. Hey, look, it's one apiece, Jarrett. It's one apiece. Well, Hurd had a little bit of a wake-up call in the second part of that round.
Well, the geography of this fight at this point now favors Hurd, but will it in fact still work for him? And Lara's languishing on these ropes now a lot.
Well, Crafty so far taking away the play.
Hurd got in with a combination and then got out, but now he takes 2 shots from Lara.
What I don't see Hurd doing yet really well is getting down and digging with those left hooks to the body and the head. He's done it occasionally, but not as much as he wanted to.
I think he's going to need Lara to tire a little bit, so he's not as shifty. Yeah. Even while Lara's holding his ground a little bit, he's still shifty with his upper body and smothering and whatnot. He tried it there.
There it is. Oh, and he came with the uppercut behind it.
He did. Partially caught him at leg.
And that's what happens when Lara's not shifty.
But for the most part, he has been.
Lara with a left hand, takes a left hand from Hurd.
And I think early on, see Lara going up and down with his defense. But yeah, I think early on, that's the trick for Lara. If he's going to hold his ground a little bit, be shifty with his upper body.
And they want to touch jabs from. There's Hurd working well.
They want to getting inside.
They want to touch jabs from him to work his way in, but you know he's able to kind of walk in there and try to do what he wants.
A couple of body shots from Hurd. Right hand from Lara. And Hurd comes right back.
I tell you, Barry, if Lara is a briefcase guy, Hurd is a lunch pail guy.
Yes.
He comes,
exactly right.
packs a lunch, and goes to work.
Yes.
And he doesn't care how he gets it done. He just gets it done.
And you know, Jarrett Hurd doesn't have the best form of any fighter in the world, but he comes to work. Look at him; he's just going to stand in there and keep punching and see what he can make happen.
Oh, good counter shots by Lara there.
That was. And there's a right hand by Lara. Yeah, he does have a tendency to square up.
Oh yeah. Oh, Jarrett Hurd has defensive issues beyond all get out, but you know, at the end of the day, he makes up for it.
Right.
Or mostly does. Always, but we'll see if he does it in this fight.
That's a competitive fight so far.
Yeah, very fun fight to watch, too.
Kind of backhanded him with the right hand and then came with the left.
Watch your hands! Watch your hands!
Good straight left hand from Lara.
And a counter right by Hurd that almost got there. It just barely did.
And that shows both guys are sharp and reacting.
Hurd in pursuit now. Very competitive round.
Deep breath. Now, water. Right, deep breath. You got that round. Yeah, listen, I need you to go ahead and move when you're going in there. All right? Listen, when you're going in straight. Go straight in your grip, Look,
Lara wants to counter in this fight as Jarrett Hurd attacks. Hurd attacking from the left-handed stance, and he will switch from time to time. And you see, he leaves himself wide open there. And here's Lara with good combination punching. The first punch got there. But Jarrett Hurd showing his good counter punching. The right hand, the left hand got there by Lara, but there's the right hand by Hurd. Now that was a really good right hand, and Lara, tough guy. He took that punch.
And the two different styles of counter punching. Lara has the half step back, getting just out of range, as Hurd falls in and occupies that little step that he just stepped back, and he falls into the punches of Lara. And then Hurd's style of counter punching, kind of a catch and shoot, where he doesn't want to give ground. He wants to maintain the physical presence in front of Lara and then shoot that counter.
Round 4. Very much an up-tempo fight. Lara slips the jab.
Two of Hurd's last 3 opponents have been lefties, Jojo Dan and Austin Trout, so he's been in against a lot of lefties, though Lara is the classic left-hander.
And you see Hurd physically, as Lara tries to smother, Hurd pushes him off.
Hurd's landing some nice shots in the inside, Lara taking them.
And Lara saying, I don't know, I don't feel anything. Which usually means I feel it.
I think he's trying to tell him you're swatting at me.
Yeah.
Nice combination from Hurd.
And that's what Lara's got to be careful with, that right uppercut of Hurd.
He's going to feel those body punches.
Left hand counter punch.
You know, you're watching, Lara is a master, and he's a wonderful counterpuncher, and he's doing it here, but he's also taking some shots.
Well, you know what you kind of like with Hurd, too? He doesn't load up on every punch.
No, he's smart. He's smart.
Yeah.
He knows how to kind of probe and touch and open up for the big shots. And, of course, Lara is super intelligent with that amateur background and whatnot. And this is a fun Erislandy Lara fight.
Yeah,
He's
very
gotta have
much so.
The right guy in front of him.
They're not always, but this one is.
Well, neither man given an inch here so far. Good right hand from Hurd.
And fighting Hurd will test you not just physically, but mentally, too, with combination.
Hurd's punching in combination, which they wanted from him. And Lara's landed some very good combinations, too, of
He
course.
is, absolutely. Had a double right hand a moment ago. There he just drops his gloves and lets Hurd hit him with the left hand. Hurd with about a 4-punch combination. Nothing really solid. And a good right hand again, and that got Lara going backward. Been a very effective round for Hurd.
This is how Hurd tests you mentally. He presents himself in front of you the whole fight. He starts to make you question yourself. Can I handle this for 12 rounds?
Let's go down to Jim Gray. He's got a special guest, Jim.
I do indeed. A local, world-famous Mike Tyson, great heavyweight champion. Mike, what do you think of what you're seeing here?
Hey, Jim, I'm watching two good fighters fight. You know, I heard of Hurd, and I saw Landy fight before, and it turned out to be a good fight.
It looks like we're going to have a big heavyweight fight coming up between Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua. How would you see that fight if they're able to put it together?
You know, Joshua looked like he's the guy to do it, but his last fight, he didn't impress me in his last fight.
And what are your thoughts on Deontay now that he's a 10-year pro?
Well, he's improving. He's getting better.
How would you rate the fight? Close fight?
A knockout. Somebody gets knocked out.
Could either of them compete with you back in the day?
Hey, I don't know. I had to be there.
It's always good to see you, Mike. Look forward to seeing you soon.
Hey, and good luck to the Hall of Fame. That's an awesome step. Congratulations.
Thank you. I look forward to you being there for the induction.
Absolutely.
All right, Barry, back to you.
All right, Jim, thanks very much.
Well, I agree with Mike. Somebody's getting knocked out in that fight.
Yes, I think you're right. And so is he.
This is round 5 of what has been a very entertaining fight.
If they're disappointed with anything in Hurd's camp, I think it's that he hasn't used that jab as much as they wanted him to, in different varieties.
Stepped in with the right hand. Lara misses the left.
Lara giving him a little more movement now in this round.
Lara getting off just before Hurd can set his feet, at least in the beginning of this round, and he's disrupting Hurd. Well, now Hurd is set his feet to throw.
All of those that were caught either on the gloves or the elbows of Lara.
But he's ripping those left hooks downstairs, and that's what he needs to do. Some of those are getting through, and he's got to double with that punch. So he's not doubling with it. If he doubled with it, he might catch him in the head with it.
Good chopping right hand from Lara.
I love how Lara just probed with the glove first and moved Hurd's left glove out of the way with his right glove and then hooked with it.
Yeah. No, he's slick as could be. And he's standing right in there with this big man, this big 154-pounder who wants to put the pressure on.
Good right hand by Hurd there.
Oh, right hand again by Hurd. And a right hand to the body by Hurd.
And this is how Hurd has worn down his other opponents.
Yes.
I mean, this consistent pressure, both physical and mental.
And you made the point, making them work hard to win these early rounds.
That's what he said his game plan was. That's what he told us. A nice left to the body and a right to the head by Hurd.
Austin Trout faced both these men, and even though Lara hurt him in the fight, he said Hurd punches harder than Lara.
Crowd really into this fight.
Oh, yeah, and why not? It's been fun to watch.
Been a good fight, yeah. Combination from Lara. Hurd back with the right hand. Hurd missed the uppercut. Takes a right hand from Lara.
Hurd turned southpaw here.
Very close round.
We'll see how the jab has figured into this fight as we see Hurd using his jab and a counter from Lara. The jab is a rangefinder, but it doesn't get there. And then Lara counters with his own jab and lands a left hand after it. And later on, Hurd being very busy, landing some shots on the inside, keeping his hands moving. That was a good right hand. And then when he's on the inside, he wants to land that uppercut in the left hook. That was an awkward left hook. And a lot of arm punching by Hurd, but still throwing.
Yeah, and a big thing I noticed on the inside, he's able to outwork Lara. You know, he seems to be getting off a little bit more. Sometimes Lara's a bit more accurate, but it's hard to separate them when they're that close for a big part of the round.
So we come to round 6. Up-tempo fight right from the get-go.
You know, we talked about Hurd averaging 62 punches per round. Well, in this fight, he is throwing 58.8 punches per round, so it's not too far off. And for him, that's a good sign that he's been able to do that against Lara. Erislandy Lara fighting this kind of fight. Let me say this. If he's able to win this kind of a fight against Jarrett Hurd, it will be even something added to his
repertoire,
legacy and his repertoire.
Absolutely.
But I'll tell you why he's kind of forced to fight this kind of fight. Hurd is a tough guy to time. He's a little bit awkward. Maybe the late start in boxing again. These kind of guys are a little bit awkward and difficult to time because they do some unconventional stuff. Lara knows how to time the conventional stuff, but it seems like Hurd stands, he switches stances, he walks in, throws punches, got these long arms. So at times, if kind of, I think, and plus the pressure, I think it forces Lara to lead a lot more than he wants to.
But he is doing that, and he's being somewhat effective.
Oh, absolutely. Which brings back to Al's point. It would be a wrinkle in his, a feather in his hat if he's able to win a fight like this.
Yeah. Been very effective in this round. Nothing big, but getting through.
The Hurd's still consistent.
Oh, yeah. And those body shots, those left hooks are great. He has to double with that punch. That's what Angulo did. That's why he was able to be so effective with the left hook. And they studied that Angulo film. Video, I should say. Film would date me, wouldn't it?
Yes. Little right hand slipped in 2-3 times by Hurd. Nothing serious. There's a nice uppercut with the left hand by Lara.
Let's think about Hurd. This should have hurt him, shouldn't it? I mean, Lara can punch a little bit.
Maybe he kept walking through, but you don't want to hit with a lot of those.
No. Nice right hand by Hurd.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right hand of the body set everything up upstairs.
Both men have been hit with big shots in this round. Hurd feels it now. Let's see if he really did hurt Lara.
Looking for that right uppercut. Yeah, almost had it there.
Lara holding a little bit.
Hurd's probably saying, I'm the guy who throws the uppercuts. What are you? You got some nerve hitting me with one.
Exactly. Lara started out this round well, but Hurd's closed it well.
Yeah, again, there have been a lot of very close rounds in this fight. Be anxious to see.
Lara's starting to breathe his mouth open now.
And in the Lara family, looking on with little concern.
I need some more water. Ain't nothing in here. Come on, man. We got to be out of that. Hey, listen to me. You just keep boxing like that, okay? Everything is good. All this guys banking on you getting tired, and that ain't how.
Both men landed some very, very good punches. This is Lara with that uppercut that we talked about that landed so well. And as we said, Hurd thinks he's the uppercut guy. But then here comes Jarrett Hurd back again. And, well, he's hit with that big uppercut by Lara. And then later, now, we will get Jarrett Hurd doing his work. Lands that really nice right hand. And that started a good sequence for him.
So we come to the second half of this fight, round 7. Been another one of those very difficult fights to score, I've got to think.
Just Hurd trying to, whatever movement Lara does give, he's trying to cut it off. There's not that much of it for Lara, and he has been caught on the ropes a lot, and yet, you know, he's been able to counter off those ropes.
Nice combination there by Hurd. Lara gets out of there. Let's bring in Steve Farhood, our unofficial scorer. Steve, how you seeing this thing so far?
Well, Barry, there certainly have been difficult rounds to score. I have Lara ahead 58-56. For clean, effective punching, his left hand has been the best punch in the fight. But a reminder, Lara's been in a lot of close and controversial decisions in his career. This may end up being another one. Who knows?
Yeah, I would think very tough fight for the judges. That was a good left hand by Lara. Or rather, I beg your pardon, by Hurd.
Yeah, I think Jarrett Hurd, this is the part of the fight where normally Jarrett Hurd starts to really get his mojo working, and I thought he did win the last round, as Steve thought, and in this round he's doing pretty well.
He just backed off of Lara.
Yeah, that was intriguing. Both men feinting a lot.
Yeah. This is as long range as this fight has been in.
That was interesting, I'll tell you. Because Lara needs all the time he gets. If you give Lara time, he'll
absolutely
look to pot shot you. Smart by Lara. He overshot the left hand, but grabbed the Hurd in the headlock so that he couldn't get back and get into his better position. Forced the reset.
Hurd, a little short uppercut. There's another one.
You know, Lara normally lands 49% of his power punches, which is anything other than the jab. He's landing at 41% tonight, so he's close to that figure.
Good right hand by Lara, missed the uppercut. Got there with a left hand, missed two more.
This is a round though in which Lara has stayed off the ropes pretty much the whole round.
There was one little moment in this round where Hurd took about a half step back and took a deep breath. There's an uppercut and another one.
Yeah, I agree with you, but now he's coming on.
Nice combination again by Lara. I thought this was a pretty good round for Lara.
That was a good hook for Hurd at the bell, though.
He was.
The Hurd family, they are whooping it up, and Hurd's mom said, you know, we'll give you till 25. Guess what? He's done it, hasn't he?
He has. He's 26 now, and he's champion of the world.
What a right hand Hurd landed at the end of that round.
He did,
and Lara just stood there for a moment or two, but he didn't get hurt. Or to the best of our knowledge, didn't get hurt. Let's take a look at it again. I mean, this is a really solid shot. Left uppercut. He doesn't get the left hand back. That is a solid short right hand.
I'll say.
And I mean, look at Lara. He's a tough customer. He is a tough customer.
Right hand, right hand. Two for the check, two for the head. Let's go.
Lara never changes expression. During the fight, before the fight, after the fight.
You said at our fighter meeting that he's the guy you want to have on your team playing poker.
Absolutely, absolutely.
You know, Ernesto Rodriguez has told us that, you know, Jarrett Hurd is, look at him go after.
Yes.
That, you know, he has gotten better and better, and they feel like he is coming right into his prime. And right now in this round, he's in his prime.
Yeah, those punches were all getting through the guard of Lara.
And now, that's what you said a couple of rounds where he starts to get into his groove at this point in the fight, when guys are usually starting to fatigue because they've been forced to work so hard to win that early part of the fight. So.
And Lara had a very good, I thought that last round he did some pretty good work.
Nice left hand by Lara.
Yes. Body shot from Hurd, slipped the right hand in. When these two have gone past 7 rounds, Hurd undefeated with 3 knockouts after the 7th round, and Lara 10-2-2.
Jarrett Hurd's known as the guy that gets to you eventually, but can he do that against Lara? That's the question.
Nice combination there. Started with a body shot, came upstairs with 2, and then back downstairs.
Jarrett Hurd has been much more active in this round. He's thrown almost 40. He's thrown 40 punches already to only 12 for Lara. So this is a turnaround from the last round. And using the jab is Hurd.
Yeah.
Really using the jab. This is the part of the fight where Jarrett Hurd normally shines.
Well, he's doing that right now.
He's trying to establish distance so he can create some space for his right hand. Lara stays shifty, though.
Here's punches landed round by round according to show stats, and you can see how it's fluctuated. Not a huge difference in the punches landed for the most part, though this round, clearly, we see a huge difference as that count continues.
Good right hand there by Lara.
Lara would have to win this last minute pretty big to win this round, but still.
Good right hand by Hurd.
Yeah, a little feint and then a right hand. Nice uppercut. Nothing huge.
He's always on you, Jarrett Hurd.
Very good round for him.
And I think part of the reason it's been so good is he's used his jab very effectively.
Yeah, he's been able to extend that right hand for good shots.
Yeah, he is stalking Lara now. Good body shot with the left hand, upstairs to the right. That's an excellent round for Jarrett Hurd. Hey, we want to remind you, in just a couple of weeks, we're going to bring you another triple header. The main event featuring Adrian Broner as he goes against Jesse Vargas in a 12-round welterweight bout. The co-feature, unbeaten middleweight Jamal Charlo fighting Hugo Centeno Jr. And in the opening bout, two former world champions will square off as Gervonta Davis takes on Jesus Cuellar for the vacant WBA super featherweight title. Coming up on April 21st right here on Showtime Championship Boxing.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
You can hit it with the jab every time you walk in. Just go open up for the left hand. Stay with it, throw that left hand sometime, okay? Let's keep working, all right? Let's go to work. Look, what am I thinking? Okay, coach. One more. Oh, you insane. This is your time. Ain't done. This is where you pick it up. But look, pace yourself in the first, all right? But look.
This is round 9. Hurd with arguably his best round of the fight in the last.
Threw over 85 punches, landed many, and Ernesto Rodriguez, you heard him say he's done. They think Lara is really tired, and that they can go after him now. We'll see.
Boy, 5 jabs, unanswered.
He's popping that jab.
And a good straight right hand in the middle of that. 2 more jabs, 3 jabs.
Question we have to ask ourselves, is Erislandy Lara not moving a lot in this fight like we've always seen him because he can't or he doesn't want to?
I think you're just going to expend a lot of energy moving against Hurd because he'll continue to cut off the ring and make it physical. So you almost can't consistently move, even if you want to. You need to get your respect from this guy. Even standing your ground, it's hard to get your respect anyway.
Yeah, right.
Good straight left hand from Lara.
And the other question is, how many rounds did Lara bank previous to this? Hurd is certainly doing what he normally does, coming on in the second portion of the fight.
This is what I like to call youthful enthusiasm, too. The younger guy just has that extra passion and will. As the older guy kind of starts to fade, we'll see if Lara can get a second win. But this is why this is a young man's sport, as most all sports.
To the other thing, Jarrett Hurd has landed so many solid left hooks to the body, and that's got to be having an effect on Lara. I mean, they've been ripping shots.
And he's been very effective here. Another big round for Jarrett Hurd.
And I think there's some swelling around the eyes of Lara.
Yes, and the right eye especially.
Yeah, and those are wicked body shots.
And he's going to try to make you miserable this end of the fight now. You know, this is what he thrives on.
Yeah, he's doing a great job of it. The last 2 rounds, he's been dominant.
Wow. I mean, he's just...
There's a good left hand from Lara, but he gets 2 in return.
You can hit Jarrett Hurd, man, but I'm telling you, that's what I said in round 1, 2, and 3.
And there's a perceptible swelling under and over the right eye of Lara.
Lara's standing his ground. He's fighting like a man, but boy, it's tough against this young guy. This is not Erislandy Lara's normal game.
No, and you pose the question now. I mean, how did the judges see the early rounds?
Right. And the question is, too, can Lara sustain this to last 12 rounds?
Well, he told us he thought he could. Nice uppercut again. He's just standing there and just firing shots. Another uppercut. Takes 2 from Lara in return. That uppercut has been a big weapon for Hurd. There's a headbutt in there, too.
Yeah, we've seen a few of those tonight.
And Hurd lets Bayless know at the bell.
Yeah.
Like, yo, watch those.
Said, I saw the last fight.
Come on, Bob, get in. No, okay. Listen, okay. Now this round here, I want you on the outside boxing this round, okay? I want you to look. You gotta use that jab now, okay? You gotta let your jab work, okay? Just keep boxing for me. Give me a break.
The pressure of Jarrett Hurd
How we feel? We feeling okay?
in this fight has been just consistent, and he gets Lara on the ropes. He's doing what he does, left hooks and uppercuts. Those have been the big weapons, and just constantly throwing, ripping those body shots and the right uppercuts and making things tough for Lara on the inside. Lara will come with his punches, but they're just not that many.
This is round 10, and Hurd comes out firing.
How many punches, Barry Tompkins, do you think Hurd threw in that last round?
I'm going to say close to 100.
Exactly 100.
Whoa.
You, sir, are a genius.
I did not look either. I didn't think.
No, you didn't sneak. He landed 34, by the way, according to Joe stats.
And he's opening up big time here.
The reason why he's able to throw so many punches, Al, is because they're not all hard, though. He does a great job of probing with a lot of punches, too.
Yeah, you're totally right about that.
I think Lara complaining about another headbutt there. And that's just right hand after right hand.
We've not seen Lara in this kind of situation, hurt like this, or with swelling and kind of static, not able to move.
That swelling over the right eye is not good. And as a matter of fact, that I saw between rounds, they didn't get the end swell on the top part. They got it on the bottom.
And like DeGale, whose lead eye had a lot of blood in it and he probably wasn't able to see. Now I think Lara's going to have a similar problem with the swelling, as he's not going to be able to see. The difference is, though, Lara can't turn right-handed. He only fights out of the southpaw stance.
Hurd has not switched much in this fight to lefty. He did it on a couple of occasions. He will do it occasionally, but he is not tonight. He's been so effective as a righty.
And he is dictating the fight right now.
Those left hooks to the body are amazing.
Yeah. And a jab, not a big one, but just enough to get your attention. There's the left hand from Lara, right hand, I beg your pardon, from Lara. There's Steve Farhood's card, and you can see he's given the last 2 rounds to Hurd. Still has Lara ahead by a point.
Hurd is controlling these rounds right now.
And Hurd loves this kind of fight, this battle of attrition kind of fight. You know, it's been kind of the subject matter of the night, these words of attrition.
That was a moment. Jarrett Hurd threw his crazy wild left hook and got countered by Lara. And that stuff happens to him all the time, but he plays through it.
Yeah, he took about a half step back and cranked the left hand and missed with it.
Yeah, and then got countered, and it was like, okay. Now Lara has come back a bit in this round.
Yes, he has. Double left hand there. And a right hand from Lara. Now, did Hurd do enough in the early part of the round to win the round?
This has turned into a very close round now.
And that eye is getting worse, though. Did he have this kind of swelling against Paul Williams as well?
I don't recall. There was a fight I know many people felt that, you know, could have gone the other way.
Lara having a very good second half.
Sure is.
Against Williams, I know he got robbed. But I don't remember. One of them had the eye swell.
Oh, my.
Hurd tried to open up the close over the floors as he started it.
Oh, that's a fun round of boxing. There's a man that could face the winner of this fight.
Very possible.
Hey, I'm on the net.
Selling tickets already, isn't it?
Keep boxing, keep boxing. Very good, very good. Everything looks good. Listen. Don't stand in one spot now. Stand him and step over, okay? Look, he's running out between himself all the time. That's what he's doing.
Well, this is in round 9 where we had so much action. On the inside, Hurd landing good short shots. That uppercut was ever present, although there were many good moments for Erislandy Lara in that round as well. That could be a pivotal round, depending on how it's scored.
And that eye of Lara is getting worse. They were not able to do much between rounds.
Lara standing in the pocket,
yeah,
a la James Toney.
Yes, that's a great analogy.
Well, you know, maybe his vision is blocked a little bit. When you're in that close, it's a lot easier to hit your man.
You risk more, but if you can roll and dip and pivot like Toney used to do, you can make their aggression count against them even inside.
You know, Erislandy Lara fighting a fight he's not used to fighting against a big, strong young man. He's holding his ground.
Very much.
So you've got to give him credit for that.
You can see Lara past round 10. Lara's 5-2. Hurd is in uncharted waters.
That's because usually by this time, Hurd has knocked out his opponent after being way behind, comes back and knocks him out. But even though he's hit Lara with huge shots, Lara has not gone down.
No, in fact, I don't think either man has really been hurt in this fight.
Not super badly.
Another right hand on the swollen eye by Hurd.
This round, a very close round.
Yeah, this is a round that is, both men have done good work.
A long right hand from Hurd.
Hurd is busier. He's been busier in most rounds.
2 uppercuts. Lara just laying in there on him. Still firing punches, but Hurd gets there with 2 more.
And this looks like one of those close Erislandy Lara decisions, ones that some he's gotten robbed on, some he's gotten the benefit of the doubt on, and this looks like it's headed in that direction. Jarrett Hurd has certainly punished Erislandy Lara more than we've seen in a long, long time, since the Angulo fight, really.
Very much so.
That's the kind of thing where you can get a rematch out of this fight. You know?
Oh, boy, yeah.
There's a nice left hand from Lara. Is it enough, though?
This round is super tight. Hurd with the beginning part, now this part a little bit for Lara.
Lara also had the moment where he James Toney'd it too in that round, so we've gone both ways.
Final 30 seconds of this round.
Oh, what a... the body work of Hurd is just so good.
And yet Lara's still there. And still firing.
Yes. Wow.
Oh, good left hand from Lara.
That's the kind of shot that can maybe decide the round.
Yeah, although I think Hurd won that round personally.
How'd you see that, Paul?
Man, it's tough.
Luckily, Steve's doing the scoring, so it's okay.
This is one of those fights where it's hard to score, man.
Well, Erislandy Lara certainly had moments in that last round, plenty of them, and landed some telling shots. There's the right hook, and of course, his combination punching has been excellent in spots in this fight. And again, we'll see, I think this is going to be a counter shot. Yeah, right hand, and then Lara countering with the left after Hurd leaves that right hand out there. Both men did good work in that last round.
You talked about some of the decisions that Lara has had. He's had 3 controversial decisions. He had a win over Carlos Molina that most people thought Molina was the winner.
I remember that fight.
And he had a loss to Paul Williams that most people thought he won.
Yep.
And he had a split decision loss to Canelo.
Yeah.
Okay, watch your heads. Time in. Watch your heads. Touch gloves. Good luck.
Final round. And who knows, but the outcome may not be decided in these last 3 minutes again. Hurd opening up as he has the last couple of rounds. 4 or 5 punches.
And
all unanswered. There's a clash of heads again.
And that's what I mean about the youth. This is that youthful enthusiasm.
Steve Farhood has Lara in a situation where he cannot lose the fight, barring something really dramatic.
And those last couple of rounds were close rounds that, depending on how you scored, is how we're going to end up seeing this fight.
Like that,
yeah,
I mean,
many.
Last round could have went either way, depending on what you like. I thought Lara edged it, but you thought Hurd edged it.
Yeah, perfect example.
Quite a few of those.
And there's Lara doing some very nice work on the inside. Yes. And you know, you do, what an uppercut. And Lara, still there.
Yeah, right there. Terrific fight. Good straight right hand that time by Hurd. Lara with a left hand.
Boy, both men are tired. Lara does look a little fatigued to me right now. He might be in some danger of getting hit with something big. We'll see.
Continuing to dig the uppercuts. Now Lara in retreat.
What an amazing fight.
Right to the head, left to the body, and another right hand to the head. Now blood from the eye of Lara. Hurd with a big right hand. Lara still in there. Hurd with another right hand and another one. And another uppercut.
Lara's mission is to survive.
And a left hand. And Lara now in retreat once again. Right hand from Hurd. Combination from Hurd. Hurd trying to close the deal and not leave it in the hands of the judges. Inside a minute remaining. Hurd takes a deep breath and then walks him down. Left hand from Lara. Right hand from Hurd. Combination for Hurd and down goes Lara. 5, 6, 7. He's still in trouble.
You okay? Come to me. Come.
20 seconds to go. Hurd will try to close the deal. 2 more uppercuts get there. He tries to walk him down. Lara back to the ropes, fights off the ropes.
What heart.
Another combination from Lara. Hurd with a right hand. And Lara holds on. And that's it. What a fight.
What a fight is right.
The final numbers in this remarkable fight demonstrate that Hurd was much busier. At the end of the day, according to show stats, he landed more punches. Many of those were body punches. The power punches, Lara landing at 46%. He normally lands 49%. That was pretty remarkable. And let me tell you, boxing has produced some very good fights already this year, like it did last year. This takes its place with that.
What a tremendous fight it was. And right from the opening bell. 2 warriors.
A lot of mutual respect from trainers and fighters there, and why not? Did this knockdown do enough to get Jarrett Hurd the fight? That left hook sent him down, and had that knockout down come earlier in the round, could have been the end of things.
More disastrous for Lara, yeah. Credit to Lara, though. He not only did he get up, he tried to fight it to the final bell, too.
And did land punches when he got up, which is extraordinary. And yet another angle as we look at this. A short left hook by Jarrett Hurd.
Set up by a short right uppercut first. They kind of popped the head up of Lara. And that time he knew to put all the weight on the left hook. Nice little setup there by Hurd inside. Look again for the short right uppercut by Hurd. You'll see it here. It'll do the trick. It'll pop up Lara's chin. And that's the shot right there. Nice little setup on the inside by Jarrett Hurd.
Jarrett Hurd sometimes looks like he doesn't pronate those left hooks enough, and yet they're still powerful.
And another thing, that uppercut was just a touch shot. That's very interesting about Hurd. Some of those are always touch shots to open up for the big ones, and that was a great example of it on the knockdown.
All right, let's get to the center of the ring. Here once again, Jimmy Lennon Jr. with the official decision. Jimmy.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of action, we have a split decision. Here are the score totals. Judge at ringside, Bert Clements scores the bout 114 to 113 in favor of Erislandy Lara. Judge at ringside, Glenn Feldman sees it 114 to 113 in favor of Jarrett Hurd. And judge at ringside, Dave Moretti sees it 114 to 113 in favor of the winner. He is now the WBA, the IBF, and the IBO 154-pound champion of the world, Swift Jarrett Hurd.
The knockdown.
He needed the last round.
And the knockdown wins him the fight. The 114-13 scorecards in favor of him would have made the fight a draw if not